Dogs are not intentionally disruptive when they dig up your garden or chew on your shoes or furniture. They simply don't understand that they are doing something wrong. What we see as naughty behavior is usually just your dog acting on their natural instincts. In today's video, we are explaining how to tell your dog not to do something in a way that they would actually understand. And most importantly, in a way that wouldn't damage the bond between you and your dog. Dogs have their own unique ways of interpreting their surroundings and our actions. When it comes to discipline, it's vital to understand that certain tactics are not just ineffective, they can actually be counterproductive. Take yelling, for example. Dogs are sensitive to loud sounds. Such noises can frighten them and cause stress. When you yell at your dog, they might not link your loud voice with their misbehavior. Instead, they might start to see you as a threat. This can lead to anxiety or fearfulness towards you, affecting your relationship in the long run. Also, avoid using physical punishment, such as hitting or using any form of physical force. This method can not only damage the trust your dog has in you, but can also provoke aggressive behavior in self-defense. Instead, focus on fostering an environment of trust and safety. Physical punishment can confuse a dog, teaching them to associate obedience with fear rather than respect and understanding. It's also important to steer clear of inconsistent or unclear disciplinary actions. If you're inconsistent with your commands or rules, your dog won't understand what is expected of them. Like when you scold them for jumping on the couch one day and allow it the next, it sends mixed signals. Consistency in your rules and your method of enforcing them helps your dog learn and adhere to appropriate behavior more effectively. Remember, discipline should be about guidance and teaching, not punishment. Understanding your dog's behavior is essential before you ever say no. It's important to recognize that behaviors such as barking, eating inappropriate items like poop, chewing on furniture, and digging holes often occur for specific reasons. These can stem from natural instincts, a lack of proper training, or simply boredom. Take barking, for example. It might be a natural response to perceived threats, or it could be a bid for attention. Instead of yelling, which they might see as joining in rather than stopping them, it's more effective to figure out what triggers their barking. Is it due to territorial concerns, or are they just trying to get your attention? Understanding the cause can guide you to more appropriate and constructive solutions, like extra training or making some changes in their environment. And with chewing, it often happens because they need to explore or they're feeling discomfort, especially puppies who are teething. Give them suitable chew toys and more playtime to help steer this behavior in the right direction. For dogs that dig holes, this might be part of their instinct to hunt or hide things, or maybe they're just bored and have too much energy. Offering more exercise and setting up specific spots in your yard for digging can provide a proper outlet for this activity. It can be tough to break a habit of scolding, but your relationship with your dog will improve if you tackle the root of the problem instead of just the symptoms. By understanding and addressing the underlying reasons for these behaviors, not only do you prevent unwanted actions, but you also strengthen your bond with your dog. This thoughtful and proactive approach leads to a happier, healthier relationship where your dog feels understood and well guided. By taking the time to understand why your dog behaves in certain ways, you can more effectively manage these behaviors with the right response. Rather than just saying no, think about whether your dog might need more exercise, mental stimulation, or perhaps a change in their diet. Do dogs understand when you say no? While they might not comprehend human language the way we do, with patience and consistency, they can learn to understand specific commands and cues. Dogs are often more responsive to tones and sounds than to the specific words themselves. So when you say no, it's not just the word but how you say it that they respond to. Using a firm and clear tone can really help get the message across. Plus, your body language plays a huge role in communicating with your dog. Dogs are great at picking up physical signals from their human companions. When telling your dog no, keep your posture firm and make direct eye contact. This shows assertiveness without aggression, which helps establish you as the leader in a way that respects both you and your dog's boundaries. But remember, it's important to know the difference between being assertive and being aggressive. The goal is to guide and educate, not to intimidate or instill fear. This difference is key because aggressive behavior towards your dog can damage your relationship and make training less effective. By using these methods, clear vocal commands, assertive body language, and specific interrupting sounds, you can effectively communicate with your dog. This approach not only helps in correcting unwanted behaviors, but also strengthens the loving and respectful bond between you and your dog. Remember, Consistency is key in making sure your dog understands and follows your instructions, learning which behaviors are acceptable and which are not. When addressing unwanted behavior in your dog, it's crucial to emphasize correction over punishment. While some training philosophies advocate for a purely positive approach that avoids saying no, there are times when this word, used judiciously, is essential for training a respectful, balanced, and well-socialized dog. It's all about how you communicate which behaviors are inappropriate, which should be done without resorting to harshness. Dogs are extremely responsive to the tone of your voice, and the manner in which you say no can greatly influence its effectiveness. A calm, firm tone conveys authority without aggression, helping your dog understand and respect the correction without feeling threatened or scared. For example, if your dog is chewing on something they shouldn't, a sharp but calm no can stop them in their tracks. Follow this with directing them towards a suitable toy, and then praise them once they switch their attention. This method not only stops the unwanted behavior, but also guides them toward a preferred action. To reinforce the behaviors you wish to promote, put your attention on rewarding excellent conduct. These positive reinforcements make learning a rewarding experience for your dog, which encourages them to repeat those positive behaviors. By understanding the impact of your tone and the timing of your corrections, you can more effectively communicate with your dog. Consistently using these strategies helps your dog learn what is expected of them and fosters a positive learning environment. Correcting behavior in your dog should be an immediate response to the undesired action, as this timing is crucial for effective training. Dogs are associative learners, which means they connect their behavior with the consequences that follow. Because of their short attention spans, which last roughly 45 seconds, it is vital to address the behavior as soon as it happens. This immediacy helps them understand what they are being corrected for and avoids confusion. Like when your dog chews on your shoes and you only discover this later, correcting them after the fact, such as when they are sleeping, will not help them learn not to chew shoes. Instead, they might associate the correction with whatever they are doing at the time of the correction. In this case, sleeping. This not only fails to address the unwanted chewing behavior, but also risks teaching your dog that sleeping is unsafe or undesirable, which can lead to anxiety and stress. Instead of punishing your dog for a past misdeed, focus on catching them in the act if possible. If you find your shoes chewed but didn't catch your dog doing it, it's better to reinforce good behavior more frequently to prevent future incidents. For example, provide them with appropriate chew toys and praise them when they choose to chew these instead of your belongings. This positive reinforcement helps them learn which behaviors are rewarded and which are not, without causing confusion or fear. By ensuring that corrections are immediate and clearly linked to the specific undesired behavior, you help your dog make the right associations and learn more effectively. This approach not only improves their behavior more reliably, but also supports a healthy and trusting relationship between you and your dog. As we wrap up our discussion on how to effectively communicate no to your dog, remember that understanding your dog's behavior, using the right tone, and providing immediate corrections are key to training. By focusing on correction rather than punishment, we foster a relationship based on trust and respect, not fear. And by rewarding good behavior instead of focusing solely on the bad, we encourage our dogs to repeat those positive actions. We've covered how different approaches can impact your dog's learning and behavior, and the importance of being consistent and clear in your commands. Each dog is unique, and finding what works best for your canine companion can make all the difference. Have you tried any of these techniques with your dog? How do they respond to different tones or types of corrections? Share your experiences in the comments. We'd love to hear how you and your dog are doing on your training journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.